What is up? How you doing? How you living? It is Justin Treese. It is Dan Kiefer. No Austin tonight, but as we said on our last podcast, it is time to do our Eliminator draft that we're doing with some other people from Twitter that love fantasy and love football. We got invited to do this. We're super excited. There's a picture of Dan and his kids killing an animal on their side by
Oh,
side.
wrong screen.
Wrong screen, but we love to see it. So, everybody, we're super excited. We are about, I don't know, 8 minutes from the draft or so. Yeah, about
Is it
eight
right?
minutes.
Is it right now?
It is right now, correct.
Okay, good Lord. I
Yeah,
think people expected if I was
100%.
the one
Yeah,
doing the screen sharing and whatnot, there was going to
gonna
be
be a
technical
hiccup. There
difficulties.
will be a hiccup, absolutely. So, all right.
So
So this draft, I'm going to close mine down. We're gonna just watch Dan's screen here. So here's the deal. We have the number three overall pick. We are co-managing this team. This is the Talkin Football team. We're very excited. So we're recording this now, but we're not gonna post this or till after. We're not doing this live because we don't want these people who know us to be listening and hearing us talk. So Dan and I have done multiple mock drafts. So let me start off with Eliminator draft. For those that you don't know this, you all draft a team. The team that has the lowest scoring team each week is eliminated from the league, and all of their players go into the free agency pool. We are doing FAB, so free agent auction bidding. We all have $100 for the year to spend. So that's how we're going to do this. Dan and I have done multiple mocks. Did Team 4 get eliminated here? I don't know why Team
I'm
4.
not sure what's going on there.
I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know if that's a because they're not it. No, because the green dots are what's in. I'm not sure what's going on there, but we'll find out. So Dan and I have done multiple mocks. We are pretty set that we are going to go running back. We want obviously CMC, but we assume he's going to go. But our number two overall pick on our board right now is Bijan because this is an 18 team league. We just don't feel comfortable with the running backs we would get later on. So yes, it's a reach, but that is the way that Dan and I feel is the best strategy. The only way that we
Exactly. And
don't,
I was
sorry,
gonna
go
say,
ahead, Dan.
we've a lot of times in your 12 team leagues, your 10 team leagues, you can do the zero running back thing. The problem is with this being an 18 team league, us having pick three in the first round, the 16th pick in the second round, what we've noticed is if we don't take one at three, we're going to end up with running back threes and fours as our starters. And given the way the league is designed, with the lowest team scoring every week is eliminated, we feel that at three, while Tyreek and CD, J Jet, Chase, they're all great players. We need to set the floor for our team with a
Yes.
running back early, so that way we know with our first pick, we can guarantee, what, probably 14 to 18 points a week
Yep.
safely.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed. So our worst case scenario is if CMC went one and Bijan went two, then we would have a real decision on our hands. So that's kind of where we're at right now.
Yeah, that would be truly a nightmare. And, we said we're going running back at three, but if that happens, we've already said that's a discussion that we're willing to have is if we go a different route, but we don't want to have. Similarly, I guess we can talk about how we did a couple different options on the quarterback side because we got
Yep.
time. We got 7 minutes till the draft kicks off.
Yeah.
Uh, you know, that we've had it where Lamar has fallen to us in the second or third, and that's very tempting. But also, we've noticed that we can get a Dak Prescott, Kyler Murray type quarterback, I believe, in like the fifth.
Five to seven, depending on the player. Yep.
So, depending, and with us being draft position three, what the guys in front of us at one and two do is really going to determine what we do when we're going around the horn, as
Yep.
you should in your drafts. If we need a tight end and we're between taking a tight end and a receiver, but the guys that are drafting here and here both have tight ends already, we'll probably wait till it comes around and get that receiver earlier. So different things we can do. We've played around with it a lot. I like our draft strategy where we're at currently,
Yep.
and I'm ready to get this going.
Me too. We've been very excited for this draft. I mean, Eliminator is exciting. It really is. So, like, yeah, I mean, we had to buy in and stuff like that. We want some of the money, but I think Dan and I are very much in the area of This is a pride thing. Like this is talking football. Like we preach a lot of things to you, to our listeners, of fantasy gambling and our thoughts. It's time to back it up here. So we are excited. Next year we've already decided. Um, we've already decided we are going to do an eliminator for our talking football listeners. No, sorry, we're going to do a vampire league next year. And for those that don't know what vampire is, like the 11 other teams will get to draft, and we do not get to draft. But you guys don't get to pick up players in free agency. We do. And then if we beat one of the teams, then we get to steal one of your players, which is going to be awesome. Very
Yeah, I'm
excited.
really looking forward to that. It's something I was talking to a couple of my buddies about over the weekend, over a couple, I don't, we probably can't say it, so we'll say adult beverages. And they've done it, and I think it'd be a lot of fun, especially, with the way the Talking Football fandom is, get everybody in a league together and, let them kind of go head to head with the big dogs here.
Yep, exactly. And I apologize. I'm not texting everybody. We just have the chat in this as well. So I'm trying to respond to this at the same time. So, all right. Okay. So that's where we're at. We are 4 minutes away, 4 minutes out. So
You know,
here we
and
go.
I did my internet sleuthing as much as I could on the guys picking one and two to try to figure out what fandoms they are.
Yep.
Nothing. These
But you
guys are
did
all
say
figuring it out.
one might be a Cowboys fan. There's a
Yeah, there's a
chance.
lot of Cowboys fans in a lot of groups that the commissioner is in. So I'm thinking that is a little hint. So ideally, CD Lamb goes one or two is
Yeah.
kind of what we're hoping for here. Also, we've done this before where sleepers ADP is a little different than how you and I view things. So I
Yes.
think Bijan not being in the top five according to sleeper is also
Doesn't
going to
scare us.
help us big time.
Yeah, agreed. Does not scare us because he very much is. He's probably, I think he's like in a redraft, in a normal redraft, he's probably player four for me.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. I'd have to, yeah, I think that's fair. He's definitely the running back too. Well, I mean, they have him as number six to the running back too. But
Yep.
I think given, the situation in Minnesota, what's going in vibes wise for
Yeah.
Dallas, and then Tyreek saying that, he's not going for 2,000 yards again this season, that all kind of bumps up Bijan a little bit.
Yeah. Agreed. Agreed. So
So less than
cool.
3 minutes. Otherwise, Treese, what are we thinking here? Anything else that we need to mention before we get started? I know you and
Oh,
I tend to view players very similarly, but
yeah. So this is a PPR league. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. And then, yeah, only two running backs, two wide receivers, and then two flex. This is not super flex, so only one quarterback and only two flexes. So that gives you flexibility as well. No pun
right,
intended
and then
there,
only
but
only four bench spots,
is there
which
only four or five?
there's four.
That's
One,
five.
two, three, four.
You're missing one. One,
Oh
two, three,
yeah,
four,
my
five.
my Zoom bar is in the
Oh,
way.
okay. I was like, that's for sure is five. But yeah, okay, got it. Okay,
Okay, we're gonna
perfect.
move that up to the top. There we go.
Yeah,
Now we can
move
see. Yep,
that on
that's
up
definitely
there.
five.
Yeah,
Which is right. I like playing
agreed.
with deep benches, but as
Not in
everybody
this
will
type of
see, by
league.
the time you get on 18 teams, by the time you get to round 15, it's you don't want those guys anyway.
Yeah, exactly. From what we've noticed, once you get into rounds like 11, I mean, it gets tough. Like when you're building out your team, trying to understand who you want and what position, it gets difficult. So
And I did notice before we get started here, and like I said, it's a 90 seconds a pick. I don't expect anyone takes that whole time,
we
but
might because we're going to talk
we
through this.
we might because we're gonna talk through it. But
Yeah.
you know, the problem is I really like drafting rookies, but in this league, it's not super rookie favorable
Hmm.
because a lot of times rookies really come together the second half of the year. That's when rookie receivers really start to boom. We'll talk about that more in the main show. But in this, we don't have time for that rookie to get acclimated. We need points right away, starting week one, because every week we're facing elimination.
Yes. Agreed. Agreed.
So let's get this thing started. Wish we had. I don't know if we're allowed to use the ESPN jingle music for when a draft starts, but
Yeah.
man, that just hits hard every time. I mean, I like using Sleeper, but on ESPN, the draft jingle is undefeated.
Yep. It really
So,
is.
all right, it's 6 o'clock.
Yeah, this clock should be it
Let's
should
do
be
this.
underway any second, unless the commission needs to say
Start
go.
it.
But there's a few people that still aren't in, which is a little concerning, but we'll go with it. Also, Dan, we are 6 days away from our teams facing off.
I know I might have to FaceTime you because I
Yeah,
sadly won't be near a TV.
you won't.
So
Yeah, yeah.
I'll do
Week
whatever
one
to
is
get
always
I
week
week
one
one
is always
sucks for
brutal for
me.
you. Yeah, it's always brutal.
But I will be listening.
Yes, you
And,
will.
I'll have it live on the AirPods. And I've noticed
And
when I listen to it, there's a slight delay. So I can't wait for a text from you. And
I,
then, like,
I'm gonna go radio silent to be honest. Like
oh, you
I
are?
usually I usually do during Jags games. Like I don't have my phone on me or anything like that. Um, just because of that type of stuff. Like when I used to stream and stuff like that, like I was always like 30 seconds behind people, so I'd get text like the right as the play was happening. So I'd be like, oh well, that sucks. So I've kind of taught myself to go radio silent until like end of quarters. All right, we are
We're
underway.
live. Let's go.
Okay, there goes
Okay.
CMC.
And there goes CMC. So right here, this is the biggest moment right
This
here.
is yes.
Ride Clune, Ryan DeClune, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know,
Don't
but
mess this up.
he's not here, so um,
Imagine not showing up when you have the number 2 overall pick,
yeah, exactly.
or just not showing up to a draft at all.
Yeah,
The draft
yeah.
is one of the best things about
Mhm.
fantasy.
There
Oh,
goes
and right
Lamb.
there,
There we
we
go.
called it. He's a Cowboys
Okay.
fan. Okay, we
Yes.
are
Yep.
sprinting to the podium, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
The first overall pick for Team Talkin Football is Jamar Chase.
The
Kidding,
guy that's not
kidding.
playing week one.
We're taking Bijan.
Yes.
Get this thing rolling. So okay.
Okay. We're good. We feel
Now
good.
what we want to see here is we want to see running backs go so a receiver drops to us.
Exactly.
But
Yes.
it's going to be a long turn.
Yeah. It's gonna be a minute because again, 18. See, there goes B. See, like everybody, like Brees goes number 4 overall. There's that worries me, right? Because that shows that this kid understands as well. He
He's
understands the
drafting right
assignments
in front
and
of
and
us.
he's right in front of us.
Yeah.
But so again, what we've kind of realized is in the wide receiver area for rounds 2, it's like the Nico Collins, Jalen Waddle type
Right.
area is
So
kind of where we've
scroll
been.
down here. Here's our
Or
projected
yep,
pick.
or
So it's
Jalen
that
Hurts.
Jalen Waddle, DJ Moore, Cooper Kupp,
Yeah.
DK
And
Metcalf.
yep, and Collins is right above that our line. And we just hope that he falls because
Did you star Saquon?
I did not.
Neither did I. I wonder. Okay, so out of the guys, I think I can scoot the board. Nope, I thought I could slide this up a little bit. Yeah, here it is. Of the players here, Tracy, who do you think could fall way farther than their ADP would suggest? Because I think that's
Kyron
something
will
that
fall. Kyron, even though it's a running back, because of the punt return news, I could see Kyron
is he
falling.
gonna.
There was one guy that just said that he couldn't get it. It wasn't letting him in. I wonder if it was that guy.
Okay, yeah,
That
wow. I mean, good pick, but
it's
that's crazy.
that was the pick anyway. So I at this area, there was no other choice but Tyreek. Actually,
So
I feel bad for like 5 was a bad spot. Was a rough spot there.
exactly. Anything in the middle here is rough because you're not getting the elite guys,
Yeah,
and then you're also not picking for a long time
yeah.
on the turn. So who do you think kind of to go backwards here? Who do you think? Let's kind of maybe say ADP or the 17th player or lower because those are all 17th, 18th player and down. Those should all be your first round picks. Who out
Yep.
of there do you think could drop to us?
Um, none in the 17 to 22 range. Like I just don't see any of those falling. Achan's not going to fall. Laporte's not going to fall. It'd be
Achan
amazing.
falls, folks.
Yeah. Game
Folks.
over. Game over. A dream for us because we are known Jacob truthers this year. Like if Jacob's found a way,
Yes.
like that would be amazing. You and I had the conversation of like Mahomes is tempting this year. Like
Mm-hmm.
like does he get back to his fantasy prime Mahomes. Like obviously he's still in his prime as a real NFL quarterback, but um,
I do. So I'm seeing so we know the commissioner. The commissioner is the Fun Football Podcast. He's a
yep,
Packer fan. We see a guy right here picking five is Packer Nation. So sadly, I'm not going to allow myself to be invested in the idea of getting Josh Jacobs.
true,
With those Packer fans there, I think they will just take them. We'll see.
agreed,
Maybe we do a podcast with a guy who refuses to bet on Chiefs games. So maybe
correct,
in fantasy, they just refuse to have Packer players on their team. We can hope for that.
yep,
A couple guys came off the board here. I'll slide this down.
yep.
So we see Tyreek was obviously the auto pick. Justin J Jet got picked. Amon Ra picked, and then Saquon went.
That's a good Saquon again. Like I'm not like a Saquon truther, but that was a great pick right there. Like again with the running back situation in 18 team league, call me a boomer. I don't care. Like I just believe in you have to get one of the top like 10 or what
Like
10 running
and
backs.
yeah, and I have no problem. Uh, I guess having some question on the RB2, but I want my
Totally.
RB1 set.
Yep.
I don't want to be playing the waiver wire looking for my RB1. I'll play the silly game with an RB2, hope for an injury,
Agreed.
see if I can scoop a guy up. But the RB1, I think that's one of the positions in fantasy football you just want set.
Set. Exactly. So gravy train, that's a tough call at 9, right? Chase is obviously the elite talent, but we don't know if he's playing week 1.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor would have been tempting. AJ Brown would have been tempting. Garrett Wilson.
So
All three of those over Chase is tempting.
right, and right now, I mean for Ollie Pack, if it's me, I'm looking at Kyron Williams. Like I think either Kyron Williams or Garrett Wilson are the pick here. Maybe since we're at 11, you try to get Garrett Wilson and then come back and stack him with a Derrick Henry or Travis Etienne, or he's just going to take Derrick Henry now. See,
Yep.
we were right.
Yeah, we were right.
The running backs are flying off the board.
Yeah. What is that? 6 in the first 10 picks?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
11.
6.
Yep, 6
So
and
over
11.
half the picks. Do you know if I can slide? Like,
Yep.
slide over? Can I do that?
You should be able to if you just swipe over on your
That's what I thought,
pad.
but it just highlights it.
Interesting.
Oh, there
Oh,
we
there
go.
you go. There you go.
Don't click.
Okay, there goes Gibbs. Okay. All right. But the question is did we set the tone for everybody when we took Bijan at 3? Did everybody like go, oh
Here's the
shit?
thing, though. I would always rather be the guy that sets the tone
1000%.
because that means that everyone's reacting to what we do. We're not going to be until our strategy right now is, and this could change. This video
Yeah.
could go south in a hurry, but right
Yeah.
now, it feels like our strategy and where we were to start has put us in a very sound position.
Agreed. Agreed. Yep. All right.
So,
Okay.
so if it's me in the first round, I'm not touching Travis Kelce.
No.
Like
I'm not touching him in the first 2. I wouldn't touch him if he was there for us
yeah, no, I like
at 2
it's
in
been
round 2. I
so
mean,
proven that and he was a stud in the playoffs. But guess
hmm
what? You don't get any fantasy points in the playoffs.
Nope.
I
Negative.
just feel like, yeah, that's a now if on the turn, like I said, we've talked about before, if we have a shot at Rashid Rice, that's something we're going to be very interested in.
Smashing.
So
Yep.
we'll just have to see how things go.
Okay. So the good news is
I think this guy's going to auto pick
he is.
Kels,
But the
which
good
is
news,
good.
yeah. But the good news is like everybody else is here, and the 2 other guys that auto picked, like they're on auto now. They're like this thing's gonna. I think
It'll
we're gonna
scoot.
start to fly. We're gonna start to
And I
fly.
feel like the first round is always, the most time because you don't want to screw up your first round pick. There goes ETN. Where
ETN at
like
15.
later it'll be I think a lot quicker because even us will be like, okay, we're 3 picks out. We want one of these 3 guys. 2 of them go, boom, we get the other one.
Yeah, agreed.
So about this, so we'll talk about it. We'll
That's
kind of walk
Kyron.
through what we're doing.
Yep.
And yeah, there's Kyron.
Yep.
God,
But
so running back heavy.
yeah,
So I'm now, and I know it was a pipe dream to begin with, but there's no way that Devon Achane gets to us. There's no way
the way
Jacobs is
Jacobs
getting
does.
there. We might have a shot at Pacheco,
I
but
don't think we do.
if we do, that
We'll take him.
means yeah, would probably be taken, but I don't think it's going to happen. And we're not touching Rashad White or James Cook over who we think will be there for wide receiver.
Agreed.
And there goes, see, that's a ballsy pick.
See, that guy right there is hoping Achan does not go and this guy doesn't take Achan. That's what that pick is, in my eyes. And now he's going one more pick, one more
Yeah.
pick, one more
He's
pick.
sweating.
He's
Sweating.
sweating right now, but it's going to be Achan. There's no
So
way it's
who do
not,
you
right?
stack? Who do you stack Nakua with? I mean, if it's do you stack him with? I mean, you and I
I
would stack him
do.
with Achain, but
Correct.
I mean,
I wouldn't hate I wouldn't hate a Josh Allen. I wouldn't hate a Lave or London.
oh, and they went Pacheco. Okay, so this is
That dude,
interesting,
if this dude gets Achan, that's the pipe dream of starting to right there.
especially at picking 17.
17 and you get Harrison and Achan. That's
Come on,
crazy.
buddy, it shouldn't take this long to pick him.
Yeah, you
Maybe
like
he can't find him. Maybe he spelled him wrong.
yeah,
I
maybe.
don't know what's going on here. And he went Josh Allen. Huh. Okay. That's fine. That's fine.
I
Like this
I
is this is
I
one
can
of those you look at it and you get it. The guy who's been the quarterback one pretty much the last 2 years,
yep.
and you're like, I'm gonna set the high floor with Josh Allen, hope Marvin Harrison booms early. I get it, but it's not what we would have done. Drake
Yeah.
London. This is a scary team. Like
Yep.
I don't. I would be very worried if I was this guy.
Yeah, but you know that you have the possibility of legit having RB1 wide receiver one.
Yeah, that's true.
Like you
It's
do.
it
But you
also comes
also
with you might be week 3 and you're in it and you don't have a running back and you don't have a wide receiver.
yeah, and you might just be out because these two might put up a dud in weeks, 1 through 3.
hmm Yeah, absolutely. We'll scoot over here a little bit.
Dude, I mean, we are now officially at the point that anybody gets the Achan gets the steal. Like so
Oh,
far, that's the steal
absolutely.
of the draft.
And maybe, you know, it very well could be that in the format and watch him, he'll
There
get
goes
picked while I'm
Jacobs and then
talking.
Kelsey.
Great pick. Jacobs. And Devon Achane is so boom bust that people are scared. If he duds week 1, you're done.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
even in yearly redraft, he's a risky pick in the second round. So maybe in this, where you're so worried about not having any dud weeks early, he'll fall.
Yep. Agreed. Yep.
And I said earlier that I'm not gonna, allow myself to dream on it, but now I'm allowing myself to dream on it.
Starting to get there, right?
Exactly.
I mean, it's not going to happen because he's player 4 on the board, and we're still
We got
10
10 picks
ten
to
picks
go, but
away. Yeah,
a guy can dream.
but see, but so
But if
we're
a
already up
couple
one.
quarterbacks go, Josh Allen already went and Travis Kelce already went. So if a couple quarterbacks go, a couple tight ends go, people get nervous, could happen.
It could happen,
Who we
and
pairing with Gibbs?
it could be these. It could be also these running back. These guys that took running backs could be scared to go RB.
That's very true as well. So it's really, I think we'll sweat right here
Yeah,
between
Adams,
12 and 14s. We're really gonna sweat. Adams,
Isaac from Fun Football Podcast. He's gonna take him, right? Like he's not
I
gonna
would think so.
hate
He's gonna take
AJ.
Tua. He gave me so much crap about Tua.
Yeah, I did.
He's got to take Tua.
Yep.
Honestly, we should try to get Tua, but we'll see how it pans out. You can't take him if you don't have a chance. How do you feel about Ayuk now that he's inked an extension? Like once again, a guy I don't think we're gonna have a chance at, but I think it's a guy we should talk about here for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, back on him, and with the crazy incident with Pearsall, like he doesn't have to worry about Pearsall coming in and stealing some
Getting you
reps in the in
targets
the
and
in the first couple weeks. Like obviously you paid him to be the wide receiver one, but like you could have saw given Pearsall hadn't really practiced anyways.
there it
There you
goes. He
go,
took him. He took him. I
AJ
was
Brown.
actually just thinking, if you had AJ Brown, do you just put AJ Brown with Mike Evans and just be like, you know what? I got the two guys who could probably lead the league in touchdown receptions and life's
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Okay,
But it seems like everybody's trying to go two running backs. We didn't talk about
that's
this, but getting
deadly.
ETN and what's that?
Jacobs.
Yeah, getting Etienne and Jacobs is phenomenal.
Very, very good.
You know, we can actually see us, which is exciting.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Cooper
Okay, there
Cup
goes
comes
Cup.
off.
All right, so it's time to start looking at our board because how many picks are we away? Six?
We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're the seventh pick.
Seventh. Okay, so
If we
projected
take,
wise, just scroll down a little bit. So we're
yeah,
in
so
the
we're in the Debo
same.
Lamar.
It's gone up twice though. Like, oh, see, there goes Stroud.
Okay, which is
Good for
absolutely
us.
take the quarterbacks, guys.
Yep.
Take them.
Yeah.
Stroud getting drafted ahead of Patrick Mahomes. Just let that soak in.
Yeah. I mean, and Hurts and Lamar.
Yeah, yeah, quarterback two off the board.
Yep.
And I
I mean,
wonder if that could get people nervous.
I hope it does. Hope it does.
Absolutely could. Absolutely.
Again,
Maybe this
we would
guy's
be
just a huge Eagles fan and he'll take Hurts.
yeah. I mean, actually not a horrible strategy, like because then you're just saying I'm getting all the rushing from the Eagles.
Exactly.
Like then you don't have to worry about like who's vulturing who.
Okay, so who are we? I think
Yeah,
Nico Collins is probably our
I think that's
like
our number one.
that's our number one.
I mean, Olave would be my number one, but again,
Right, but we're
there's two auto picks, so Olave and Ayuk will be gone no matter what.
sad.
Yeah,
So yeah, once these auto picks go through and we're on deck, then we're gonna have to really start thinking. But Nico Collins would be elite. That
yeah,
would be insane. After that, then we're probably jumping down to a Jalen Waddle or you know the names. Whoa, whoa,
there
whoa,
they
whoa, whoa,
go.
whoa, whoa.
It's because
Okay,
of the
we're on
auto
deck.
picks. Yep.
We're on deck. So Olave, Ayuk, Evans all went. So we're one pick away from Nico Collins.
Yeah, we are.
So we could have the talk right now. If Mahomes is there, do we just grab a QB?
It's against what we just wanted to do, but like I would be down with it because I think Waddle will be there. Oh,
And we
there it
don't got to
goes.
worry about. Okay, so we are going to just go
Okay.
ahead and smash Nico Collins.
Let's look at running back. We got time here, so let's look at running backs real quick. And okay, yes, same thing. We don't want any of those guys.
All
Okay,
right,
tight
who's your
end.
tight end? We have Mark Andrews, Trey
I
McBride.
like him, but no, right? Like not over
Yeah,
Nico.
I think if you're taking a tight end here, you're getting cute.
Yeah, so let's do Nico. I think Nico's the right
Okay,
choice.
we're gonna take
Now,
Nico.
okay, and now it is, do we take, given I liked it last time when, given I think that
So we
Murray
did a
might be,
mock where we had something similar to this pan out, and we took Kenneth Walker.
we took Walker in round two, correct. We
Okay, but
we went,
we
yeah,
ended up with Walker and
Waddle.
Bijan. Bijan, but if we can get Waddle, I think Waddle or Walker is an
I
interesting conversation.
I would love either one of them. I think even though I'm a Waddle stan, I think I might prefer Walker because
Okay.
of the way our team looked last time.
hmm we
And
were so deep at running back last time.
yeah, yep. And like this team would be better if we had Bijan because in our mock that we did that we really liked, we went Bijan, then we went Walker, and then we went Waddle. If we're just swapping out and getting Collins instead of Waddle, like that's a win for us.
That's a huge win for us.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we can lock that in that we're going to go Kenneth Walker if he's available.
If not, Waddle.
If not, we're going to hope Waddle's there.
And if not, then we have to have that conversation about either DJ Moore or Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, which
We'd have to.
I don't. We do, but let's just hope we don't.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and we got another auto pick. So there
Perfect.
goes
That's
Stephon
great.
Diggs, which is a huge win for us.
Huge win.
Man, these guys are making it way too like I don't want to say they're making it too easy on us, but
But they're
this
kind
auto
of mid.
picking really helps take guys off the board for you.
Yep.
Back to back Houston receivers. Look at that.
Yep. And we got the better one.
So okay, if you're on the turn here, if you're McCaffrey, are you just taking
If
Waddle
I
and
was
Walker?
if I was this guy, I would be taking. Yeah, I'd take. Yeah,
And he
exactly.
took
All right, I was
Lamar.
gonna say.
Okay, so we
Okay.
know that one of them should be there for us.
What do you mean? We only
Well,
had two
okay, so
guys.
yeah, but I'm saying that well, he was so the guy picking two was on auto, so
Oh,
one of our two guys would have dropped.
got
Now
it.
he's
Got it.
magically not, so I'm not
Not.
sure what
But
he's
he's
doing.
gone wide receiver, wide receiver. He's not going wide receiver again. So we got to just
That's
hope that
true.
Waddle's still
He
here. Like we
right.
got,
So
but this guy hasn't taken a wide receiver yet. Like this dude's
mhm.
taking wide receiver here. Oh, but then that could be. Sorry, go back to running backs. Because where does Walker rank in this? Okay, he's like fifth.
50.
So okay,
So I'd like to say
I feel
that we're
pretty good that he's going
good
to be
about
there.
getting Walker, and we like Walker over James Cook.
James Cook he has a great role in that offense. So
That's and it's a great offense.
yeah. Okay, so now let's have that conversation.
So I think the total yards on Cook could be more, but
White. Okay, good.
I think
White.
the touchdowns are going to be Walker.
Yeah, agreed.
So how do you balance that out?
Yeah, that's a tough one
Um,
to.
and while Kenneth Walker has Zach Charbonnet behind him, James Cook has Ray Davis and Josh Allen. So
Yeah, and this is PPR, right?
right,
So
and
I think
James Cook
that
does
helps
catch a lot
Cook.
of passes.
I think that helps Cook out
Let's just
there.
pull him up here. Boom.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I
James Cook.
go to 2023. Like, and remember, new OC took
And
over
look at the
halfway through
last
the
two
year.
games this season, he exploded.
I mean, their coordinator took over what in week 7-ish, give or
Yep.
take,
So if we start looking week 7, had a big game, two down games against Tampa Bay and Cincinnati.
which are good
Good game
defenses.
against Denver. Great game against the Jets, which is a bad defense. Played a good defense in Philadelphia, but
I would not be opposed to taking James Cook.
no, neither would I. But okay. So how are we? Because Jalen Waddle looks like he very much so could fall to us.
He very much could.
So in that instance, do we take Waddle or do we take another running back? As we've said, we think running back's going to get thin, but we're big Jalen Waddle guys.
We
Sitting
are.
here with the Dolphins hat on.
I think my rankings for these guys would be Waddle, honestly Cook, and then Walker. But I just the whole getting
So
two
now
running backs.
so now they're all there.
They're all
Everybody
there.
we wanted is still here, which is a great situation and a bad
Bad
situation because now we
situation.
have to make a decision.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm gonna say I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take Walker out of the equation, and I'm gonna say it's
Okay.
Waddle or Cook, and I'm good with you. I will let you make that call.
Okay.
I think we can make either one work.
So if I'm choosing straight up between Waddle and Cook, I'm taking Waddle.
Do it. I'm 100% fine with that. Okay.
So
Perfect.
I really like how our team's looking.
Me too.
So now I guess now we got to look ahead and say, okay, what running backs do we think could be there when we come back around?
I think we're going to be in that Zamir White range. I think a lot of wide
So
receivers start to come off the
I
board.
think our dream now is to have either
Javante?
Zamir White or Javante fall to us.
Yeah.
That's our
Yep.
dream. That's what, probably 10 running backs.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as the third of the picks aren't running backs, we should be okay. Look at this guy.
Yep.
3 wide receivers. Boom, boom, boom on the auto.
And
Both
two
San
Niners.
Fran wide receiver. That's just
That's what you get for being auto.
yeah. I'm almost thinking we should maybe look at that and kind of keep in our back pocket. We could go pick up Justin Jefferson week 1.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
and again,
I'll take any one of those three.
and another 2 wide receiver team.
This dude's
Here. This dude's got the PPR gods at wide receiver right now.
yeah.
So he's not going wide receiver. I mean, he could, but I would suspect with the way he's drafted that he might be an Alvin Kamara guy.
Would make sense. Whoops.
You scroll down. Okay, so our projected pick next round is Rashee Rice is right in the area where we pick next time. If Rashee Rice is on the board, that's gonna be awesome. Or even Dak, honestly.
Yeah.
if one of Dak or Kyler are there, I think that's a real conversation. Hopefully, so this guy has auto picked, even though he keeps saying that he's not on auto. He's
Yeah.
auto picked all of these. So I think we can play a little game, especially since he already has a quarterback. If both
Yep.
quarterbacks are there
It's Kyler for me, and it's not close, honestly.
between Kyler and Dak,
Yeah.
okay, I'm fine with that. I
And
can
and
go either way, but
this is my thought process on it, just so people are like, why? As good as Dak is and was last year, and their pass rate over expectation is fantastic. It's great. He is legit a CeeDee Lamb injury away from not having a single person to throw to.
the Brandon Cooks disrespect is unbelievable. Our guy Jake
100%.
Ferguson. Our guy Jake
I do love
Ferguson.
Jake Ferguson, but you get what I'm saying
Yeah,
though. Like
exactly.
it could like not, and I don't know
Right.
another
If somebody
quarterback
gets
that's
hurt
like
for
that.
Kyler, like let's say Trey McBride gets hurt, okay, well, you still have Michael Wilson and Marvin Harrison.
Correct.
You know,
Yep.
if Marvin Harrison gets hurt, you have last year's receiver core.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, and he was fine last year,
yeah, he's good last year.
and he's going to be running
Um,
it way more now that he's a full year removed from the
yep.
ACL.
We'll slide things over
Swift
here.
all the way up there. That's crazy.
This guy's an Eagles fan. This
Yeah.
guy's definitely an Eagles fan.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even realize that he actually took Hurts when I made the joke of like he should just take Hurts and have all the running. Yeah, I didn't even realize that he
Hmm.
actually did it.
So okay, so we're starting to see trends now.
Yeah.
We're starting to see trends. Okay.
And I'm the one that pushed for
And there
90
goes
second clocks.
there
There
goes
goes
James
Cook.
Cook. What was it
Yeah.
supposed to be?
It was 2 minutes, and then I think he lowered it to 90, and then like right before the draft, he's like, "Should we do 60 seconds?" And I was like, "Nah, just keep it at 90."
60
And
seconds would be brutal.
yeah, like I think we would have been rushing two of our picks if we only had
Hmm.
60 seconds. So I'm happy with the 90 so far.
So on the turn when we come back around, we are rooting for one of the top quarterbacks to fall.
Correct.
We're one of the guys, either Dak or Kyler, guys that
Yeah.
we see as part of the last tier. We would like some running backs to fall because now we're pretty heavily invested in
There goes
receiver. The
Walker.
last
Yeah.
three picks are running backs, which sucks. Um, let's see who's all left for backs. Yeah.
James
So
Conner or David Montgomery, I'd love. I
would be
would love.
electric. But
Yep.
I do think we're going to be in this Zamir White, Javante.
100%. Yep.
So I don't know about you, but in this draft, I'm not touching Nick Chubb.
No, absolutely not. Unless he was there in our last pick.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the only way I'd even do it.
Like somebody who's going to be out for sure the first 4 weeks, maybe more,
Yep.
is not someone I'm interested in. In
Yeah,
yearly, like I said, if you already have like Jerome Ford's the guy we're interested in.
it
Maybe
is.
that's a name
Yep.
we should really talk about at our next pick.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
a guy that could be
At
buried
that
like
turn
that.
could be.
I mean, comparing him and Javante, I don't think is a huge stretch in terms of fantasy output. But like I said, you do have a little bit of a time clock with Ford when Chubb comes back.
Yeah. But like I'm not even interested in Chubb in redraft this year. That was brutal. Like I legit could see him not being anything until like a legit fantasy playoff time. But are you really going to start trusting it then? Like if you got into the playoffs and you haven't had him all year, and now all of a sudden you're like, okay, gonna trust him. I don't think I would.
Exactly. But I do think him coming back could ruin him and Jerome Ford.
Yeah,
Like it
agreed.
just makes both of them irrelevant.
Hmm. We made a decision, and we're about to see if it cost us because there goes four running backs in a row.
Yeah, this is starting to make me nervous.
Yeah,
And it's got to come back too.
yeah. Given a lot of these guys though are not going with their third running back. They're just not.
I mean, they could really screw over a lot of teams if they all did.
Did 100%. I mean,
But then we play
but
the game where then what falls to us.
yeah, exactly. I was about to say that. Then we get guys like Kincaid or Neighbors
Well,
falling
see,
to us, right?
I think this next round and a half until we pick again, we're going to see a lot of tight ends start coming off the board.
Yeah, agreed.
I think that the Kincaids, the Dalton Pitt, Kyle Pitts is the world. Those guys are going to start coming
Dalton
off.
Pitts.
Would be the perfect tight end. Okay, so he's got Gibbs
Isaac.
and Adams. Who are you thinking here? If you're on the clock, the Gibbs and Adams.
I would go Neighbors personally.
Yeah.
But I mean,
You like
there
Kamara?
goes Kamara.
Yeah. Running backs are coming off too fast. I don't like this.
Yeah.
Pick some tight ends, people. Obviously, this guy's got Kelsey's not picking a tight end, but
Waddle
this
better
should
not
be
screw us.
neighbors. This should be neighbors. Actually, T. Higgins would be a awesome pick right now for like the next guy who has two running backs.
Yeah.
You know, especially with the Jamar Chase saga ongoing. We're not. It sounds like he might play week one, but that's not concrete. So,
Yep. Yeah, that's tough.
and there goes neighbors.
Okay. Pittman. Okay.
Zay Flowers. This is an interesting team. Marvin Harrison and Josh Allen. I just he should honestly take two running backs.
Yeah, he
So like
should.
take David Montgomery now, and then come back and take Raheem Mostert or Zamir Javante, somebody like that. These
Yeah.
other guys kind of scare me. I think Stevenson's a good running back, but I think his team's trash.
Yep.
I don't trust Aaron Jones. Stay healthy.
Nope.
James Conner's good back, but
I have a lot of faith in James Conner.
yep,
Like he
But
was great last year. Trey Benson camp doesn't sound like it went great. Didn't say it
okay.
went bad. Like it was just like a meh. And that dude just got the stack with Allen and Kincaid.
Nice. The the tight end quarterback stack is just it's always kind of weird to me.
It is weird, but it works.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
there goes Anthony Richardson. Thank you for taking a quarterback.
Yep.
Oh, here, this is a decision to have one receiver, one running back, and your quarterback.
Yeah. Why is it
How did he
paused?
pause it?
Why is it paused? Can you go into
Something
the
going on in the
chat?
chat?
Yeah, go into the chat right there, right underneath your cursor.
Why?
60 seconds per pick now.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so we
And
got
now we
some
know.
decisions.
And now we
Yep.
know. Okay. I was like, whoa, what's going on
Yeah,
here?
yeah, that's fine. It's a good reasoning.
Yeah, that's yeah, exactly.
Would have
That's
liked a message that says at the end of round three, we're
yeah,
doing this.
would have been sick, but
That's all right. We're good. Okay.
all right. Let's just take an updated look since we're through that round. We'll go through here and see. Once again, our projected pick is supposed to be that Rashi
Is
Rice
Rice our
guy.
guy? Is Rice our guy right now? Like if he falls to us,
I
even though
think
we
we need to
wanted
have a
running
serious
back?
talk about running backs, but otherwise
I
it's
do too.
Rice.
Yeah, yeah, so do I. We'd have to go and look at the guys before or that picked one and two where
Yep.
they're at. Again, I forget.
And there goes James Conner. Oh, these running backs are flying off. And he's got two running backs, which is nice. He has no running backs.
Yeah.
So that's not what you want to hear. And more running backs going. We said James Conner went. Now David Montgomery is gone. The
It's all right.
sweat is real. The
We
sweat's real, guys.
we said RB2
Yep,
we'll
we did
figure a
say
way out,
that.
right? We did say it. It's not ideal. Uh,
And so I don't know if
Part
you
of me
mentioned,
wishes
but
we took Cook. I'm not
me
gonna
too.
lie.
Me too. Yep,
Yeah.
a little bit. So in this league, instead of traditional rolling waivers, there's Fab. So you get $100 to bid on free agents. So just because we don't have a running back now, we could easily, if a
Have
team that's
one.
got Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry, somebody like that gets eliminated, we could spend, 90 of our dollars on a running back, knowing the rest of our team is super, super solid.
Yep.
So, we got to keep that in our back pocket as well. The team we draft is not the only team we're going to have all year. We're going to be adding players. Obviously, guys pop up on waivers. In my opinion, with running backs, that happens less often than, like wide receiver,
Yep.
quarterback, tight end. But, and there goes Kyler. Okay. So this is rough. This is rough. And Treese left me. He's gone now. I hope he comes back. So Kyle Pitts goes. Sounds like he's back.
I'm back. Sorry.
There he is. So Kyler and Kyle Pitts both went. Tony Pollard, another running back.
J-Lo.
And now we're starting to now we're kind of getting in the range like, okay, let's the way it's going, I'm now hoping for Rasheed Rice.
Same.
Like, I don't we'll take a look at the running backs here because a bunch have come off the board. Yeah, we said Zamir White, Javante. I feel like if not a whole lot, because these guys all have two running backs already. Okay.
Yeah.
So these guys are going to take running back most
Yep.
likely. We'll see
100%.
how things are, but I feel like I would rather have Rasheed Rice and have to go get a running back than go get a running back and not have Rasheed Rice.
Agreed. The guy before us at pick 4, if he was smart, he would take Rice and stack him with Mahomes.
Yep, Mahomes. And we've made the comment that the guy picking behind us does seem to understand the format
Yeah.
because he went and took Brees right away.
Yep.
Aaron Jones goes. I love that for us.
It's good.
Guy wasn't interested in, so
Yep.
he pushing players down.
It's crazy because I actually really we're not taking because we have Nico, but like Tank Dell at this point is a really good pick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And where is the guy that has Stroud? He picked McLaurin instead. Interesting.
I would not have done that. I would have
You would
taken
think he'd
Dell.
want the stack. Yeah.
What quarterbacks are available at this point?
Doodle-doo. Burrow,
Or,
Prescott, Purdy,
okay.
Tua.
All right.
We didn't talk about bye weeks. So a lot of our guys have late bye weeks, which is also nice.
That is nice.
So, I mean, we haven't ran into it yet, but I think it is worth knowing. Like, I don't think there's any super early bye.
There
Looks
goes
like week
Dell.
6, week 5 is the earliest bye week, and that could get you. That could get
Yeah, it could.
you. Okay,
Okay,
let's
here's
see. This
where
guy
some
goes
running
running
backs.
back. This is he went quarterback. So okay, we're no running
That's
backs.
great. We are in
This is
such good
a
shape.
good spot for us.
We're in great shape right now.
Okay, so so how do we want to attack this? Because I think this guy should take Rasheed Rice. If he doesn't, are we just taking Rice? He took
There
Rice.
he goes.
Son of a.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
fine. Let's look at the running backs.
Smart pick. Pick by him. I think
And
we can wait. I think we can wait till the
I
next
think we
round.
can get Javante on the turn.
Okay, so we have
Okay, quarterback, I'm not really interested in at this point.
now. I'd
Wide
rather just wait.
receivers, Christian Kirk is there. Chris Godwin, who I think is going to have a huge year, is there.
Yep. Xavier Worthy's tempting, but again, rookie there. Like,
Yeah, just not great. I'm going to look at the overall board here, see if one of the tight ends, Evan Ingram,
Kittle and
otherwise
Ingram there. We only
Bowers.
got 20 seconds. We're in a tough spot here.
Okay, so
Uh,
I'm
where you
fine
leaning? Where you
with
leaning?
Kirk or where'd he go? Godwin.
I would prefer Kirk. I think Kirk's gonna get more looks.
Okay, we're gonna go Kirk.
So we just got our guys there with Waddle and Kirk.
Yep. Okay,
So
okay.
that's fine.
Now it's a talking football team.
Yeah, now it is. Yep, exactly.
Okay, but so now on the turn, our plan A is Javante.
Correct.
What's our plan B? Zamir White.
Zamir White.
After that, we start sweating.
Yeah.
We might go take a tight end. I mean,
Yeah, I actually would probably take a Ingram or Kittle, honestly. Like I think we know we're getting one of our guys. Like between those.
yeah. I don't hate our team right now.
I don't either. That Rice snake hurts.
Yeah, that the Rice thing hurt. But if we do get Javante, then I'm not mad about taking Waddle over Walker.
Agreed. Agreed, actually.
I think that would really like kind of help out.
It evens that out. So then
it's
so then our literally our only complaint is like we wanted Rice instead of Kirk.
Mm-hmm.
There goes Burrow. Good. I mean, I like Burrow, but like we if we wanted him, we would have taken him last.
There
There
goes
goes
Ingram. Okay,
Ingram.
so it's looking like we
So
should have
Kittle will be there. Like so, we have 3 guys: Kittle, White, and Javante.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
They're all there.
We get.
So we can just go get Javante.
Yep, exactly.
That's what we want to do. Confirmed.
Confirmed. I think it's a smart pick here.
Let's just look and make sure that nothing happened. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we're good. Yep.
Okay. I like where we're at.
Yeah, we got two running
And
backs that are
look,
going
this
to
is why we took a running back. Because look, right
boom.
after us, boom, boom,
Yep.
boom.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so next round, do we want to have a quarterback conversation?
Yes, we're going to have that quarterback conversation.
Okay, I like Daniels. I like Tua. Trevor. I think we could probably wait and get Trevor. I
We
think
could wait
it's
for get
basically like
Trevor.
the five guys here.
100% is the five guys there.
Okay.
But hey, does team one have a quarterback yet? I don't think he does, right?
Team one.
The one oh he
Yeah.
does. He has Lamar. See, so like
So
even when
really,
we
we
come
can
back,
draft a
we
guy and then come back and get a quarterback.
exactly.
Yep. And a lot of teams already have quarterbacks.
And they're not
So
going again.
the two auto pickers might, but look, he's got
Yep.
no running backs, and he's
Yeah.
got one. He just took a running back.
And it's
So
Najee.
they're right. So if they do hop on, they're going to be scrambling to get
Yeah.
more running backs. So
Yeah.
I really like where we're at.
I think Ferguson
Can't say
might be a
enough. Oh,
discussion at this point, by the way.
Ferguson might, yeah, but they also both have tight ends, so almost can't lose
Yeah, as long as I mean,
as
it's
long as
these
they're
guys take.
there.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, one of our flexes is already full with a wide receiver two.
With a PPR machine.
Yeah,
Christian Kirk is going to have 90 catches and 800 yards this year, maybe 1,000. Like, but he's going to have 90 catches.
hmm
We have three wide receivers that will never dud on us and can explode.
right. And I think we last year Waddle had 1,000 yards and he had a bad year,
He had a horrible year and it's
and he
still at a
still had a
thousand.
thousand yards.
Yeah,
So I like that quite a bit.
yeah, me too.
Can you hear
I'm
my
happy
kids in the
with it.
background? Oh, Jerome Ford
Oh,
went. That's too bad.
bummer. That's a good
What
pick
is
by that
up with
person.
it? Like, it's just all ex Bengals and
Yeah,
AFC North teams.
yeah, but yeah, and he does. He literally does have four
Goodness.
guys there. So okay.
Okay, so here's Commissioner of the League's on. He
Yeah,
said
but
AJ Brown,
of course he'd went
Dotchin,
with it's
Smith.
smart of him to go Love because he
hmm
knew what he wasn't getting him coming back. So that was smart of
Yep.
him.
Can you hear my kids in the back?
No,
Okay, good. They're singing the Batman theme song.
awesome, love it.
Yep. Yeah, it's great. Dad life, rat life.
Yep. Okay, so I think are we on the same page that Ferguson probably is our guy?
If we can get him, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if he drops. I mean, he's player 4, so it's very unlikely with those auto drafters and stuff. So
yeah, but I think the auto drafter like should be smart enough not to do that, but we'll see.
if you look ahead, Brian Thomas is our area right now. Tua and Brian Thomas.
Yep.
If we got Ferg and Tua to stack with Waddle,
Yeah, and I am good with taking the Tua
and
stat.
there goes Ferguson. So
Shit.
okay, so we are
Okay.
now punting tight end.
We are literally waiting
Uh,
until the end.
we will look at tight ends here just to have a discussion. But so it's Dallas Goddard, Dalton Schultz, TJ, who we're not touching for the same reason
Nope.
we're not touching Nick Chubb, and
Yep.
then it's Cole Kmet. I'm not touching Pat Fryermuth because
Nope.
his offensive coordinator is a terrorist.
Yep.
And then these are dart throws down here. We do like Tyler Conklin,
We do like Conklin. I
so
think that
that's
he's a sneaky play.
probably where we'll go in a couple rounds.
Yeah.
But a couple more guys came off the board. Zach Moss, we mentioned Jake Ferguson. I think Chris Godwin's a great pick right here.
Really good pick. That team's good.
Interesting team.
I like that team.
Yeah. Once again, everybody's going division heavy. It feels like
Yeah,
AFC.
he's got three AFC South guys.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
pile on.
Okay. So Brian Robinson.
Look at this guy. Took the Bengals backup running back here first.
Hey, Utah great. We won't disrespect Zach Moss.
Deontay Johnson's an interesting pick.
He's gonna be wide receiver one on that team, and I mean he'll get 100 catches this year. It's a pretty good pick.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, did you just see that pick?
Lad McConkey, come on down.
Before Jordan Addison?
That's calling your shot. Well, Jordan Addison, I believe, got hurt or suspended or something. Yeah, ankle mispractice Monday.
Still wouldn't have done it. But
Very interesting. Very interesting.
cool. We'll take it.
So okay, now that Ferguson's off the board, how are we thinking?
Again, I think quarterback can go until the. That's a
I think we can
terrible
wait.
pick.
I think we can wait on the turn for quarterback as well. So
Correct.
now we're basically like a tight end or a flex is kind of where we're at.
Yeah, and I think we've decided that we're going to punt on. Actually, I don't
Punt tight
mind
end.
Schultz. I actually don't mind Schultz.
Yeah.
I don't mind it, but like let's look at
I thought he was way older than 28.
yeah. Nope.
Legit thought he
But
was 34.
but go to flex though, because like I think that we're both are probably on the we'll take
So on flex rankings,
oh JSN.
JSN,
JSN. It's JSN. That's the pick.
you are a huge JSN guy.
I'm a huge JSN guy. I
Okay,
think
hold on. I got him in my keeper league. So yeah,
I
I'm
just
with
think
you.
that he has the potential and like Lockett, as much as we all love Lockett, like he looked much worse last year.
Older. He looked
Much
old.
older. He looked old.
I think
New offensive coordinator that runs way more three wide receiver sets than what they ran last year. And they're
I
not going
think
to just run him deep routes.
it was
Like
very obvious that JSN was not a fan of last year's offensive coordinator as well.
correct. Correct.
So
Which by the way is now the Bears offensive coordinator
correct.
who scares me for Odunze. But I will say I just traded for Odunze in my big money league, so I hope that I'm wrong on that one. But yeah. Okay. So JSN to Tua. That's what we're
Yep.
looking for here.
Yep. That's we're looking to it's Sean Watson. Okay. That's a brave pick. And it's not even like you stacked them with anybody.
Yeah. Yeah, that's wild.
Okay. Well,
I
there
mean,
you go.
technically
Uh
didn't Ford, but yeah.
yeah.
Uh,
It's the heralded running back quarterback stack as everyone's taught to do in fantasy football 101. Okay, I'm actually starting to worry about JSN
me too. I'm looking at it right
falling
now.
to us because like well, he's not an Eagle, so this guy's probably not gonna take him. But yeah. But these guys all have a lot of receivers. So if he gets past this guy, this Medingo, then
Uh-huh.
I think we're safe.
He just went.
And yep. Okay. Well, all right. Back to the drawing board, folks. So now who do we want to pick? I don't.
Can you just go to flex for me?
I do like Brian Thomas, but having Brian Thomas and
Yeah.
Christian
I
Kirk
don't
scares me.
scares me way too
I
much.
don't love Hollywood Brown.
I don't hate
Is
Spears.
it Gus Edwards? Chase our guy Chase Brown.
I like Chase Brown more than Gus Edwards. Oh man.
This is not a good spot.
No, it's not.
Well, let's just keep going down here because somebody might pop off that we didn't think. That's an ADP flaw. Damn kickers. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Nobody's
No.
jumping off.
No, I think we're too far down at this point.
Yep, yep.
So again, I'm fine with Addison. But again, we still need a starter, right? So like I'm
We
good
do need
with
a starter. We're looking for another flex spot here with Kirk. It's just, yeah, I don't love Addison. Like I really, and
and he's gone
it's not our
anyways.
problem because he's gone.
Yep.
Austin Eckler,
Yeah.
interesting pick. Okay, so we need to look at the guys on the horn here to see. Obviously, they both have quarterback. They both have tight end. So let's look at tight ends again. I know we said we're punting it, but Dallas Goddard is still there. Dalton Schultz is still there. I don't think we need to take either of them.
Me either.
So do we have a Romeo Dobbs conversation? Either Khalil Shakir or Curtis Samuel is going to be get a lot of reps with the Bills. So
80
their
Mitchell is
options.
too, because Downs is out.
AD Mitchell's rookie receiver.
He is, but
Trust
he's
him.
looked pretty good.
Yeah, but we I agree, but we are drafting a starter here.
Yep, agreed. Agreed.
So
If we're in a tough spot and we haven't decided on a playmaker, like we can just go to
we're on the clock.
oh, okay. Gus Edwards
So
just
Gus
went.
Edwards went. Do we take our guy Tajay Spears?
I'm good with Tajay Spears here.
So this guy has no running backs.
Take Tajay Spears. Take Spears.
And we got
Okay.
Spears. So it's good. So we've built in a little running back depth. If Javonte is bad again this year, like it was last year, we have
Spears.
options.
Yep.
We
And
can
I
pick up if we pick up another wide receiver in free agency, we can just bump Spears up into the running back two role and forget about Javonte.
correct. I think Pollard takes over
And
that
he
role
just
a little bit more.
second
Auto.
quarterback, two
Auto.
quarterbacks. I
Yep.
know, but it's still funny.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay, so are we? Let's look at quarterbacks. Tua, Goff, Daniels, Herbert,
I
Lawrence.
think it's Tua at that point.
So we sack. So for the record, when we went on the Fun Fantasy podcast, there was a ongoing discussion. Basically, the entire episode, hit and miss, was arguing about Tua. So I do feel like we kind of have to have Tua on our team,
Agreed. Agreed. I mean, as long as
unless the
he,
computer drafts a third quarterback, would stop us. When's the Jags bye week?
not until like week 12.
Okay. I'm just looking at things, so Miami does have a week 6 bye, which is a little early. So that week we're going to be without Waddle and it looks like Tua. So, and that's a bridge we can cross down the road.
We'll get two
But
quarterbacks though. I think we'll probably draft two quarterbacks in this scenario.
mhm,
I think we will.
chat's going to explode when we draft Tua. I don't understand what's taking so long here.
To be fair, it took us till 10 seconds on the clock to pick to
Oh,
pick
whoa,
our
whoa, whoa,
guy.
whoa. Okay,
Okay.
so we're okay sending the card in on Tua?
Yeah, I think we have to.
Okay. And now we check the chat.
We'll see if he says anything.
Do we send it to a GIF?
Love it. Okay.
Oh no, picks are coming in too fast. Okay. Okay, so Trey Benson goes. Dalton Schultz does go. So a guy we were talking about.
All right. So I think we need to
We need
start
a
looking at
tight
another.
end,
Yeah. And I think we need to look
kicker.
at another wide receiver too. I think we need
Okay.
to look because we have three,
Hmm.
right? But I think we need to.
So let's just take a peek here at wide receivers, see if anybody jumps off. Obviously, if AD Mitchell were to, I think Josh Palmer is.
Yep. I like
I'm
Palmer
gonna
there too.
actually add him. After that, we did we draft Mike Williams before? I think we did.
We did in our
We had a
mock,
dialogue
yes.
about
Yep.
him.
Yep.
Which Rashid Shaheed, but I don't know how much faith I have in Derek Carr.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Right now, we were talking about team context and this and that, but I don't think that matters for, now you're just, everybody pretty much has their starting lineup.
Yeah.
So you're just drafting dogs. So I don't know, if you and I, if we should go through and just kind of, highlight guys for later rounds.
Yeah, we can do that. Yep.
So, okay, we haven't talked about defense yet, basically because we don't care.
Yeah, but I will say I like the Bengals because one, I think their defense is good. Two, they play Patriots week 1. They do play the Chiefs week 2, which scares you. But then if you look at the rest of their schedule, like the next like 4 weeks, it's pretty soft.
Where is
Let's
the Bengals?
where are they? Scroll
They
down.
can't be this far down.
Right
Oh,
there. So just open up their
oh,
card
yep.
and
Okay, so yeah, so we do
yeah,
start
look
with
at
New
that.
England and then Kansas City. Washington could be interesting, but they should be okay.
Yep,
And then
Carol.
Carolina, but then Baltimore, ouch.
But then the
Giants is
Giants.
awesome. Cleveland,
But
who
like,
knows?
but even Baltimore, like those guys always just play low scoring games, like every year.
NFC, yeah,
So
AFC North football
like to me, like that's an ideal first 6 games. Like
minus the Chiefs.
minus the Chiefs, but you're always going to play one hard team. Like you're not going to just get away with not playing
Who was
anybody.
I looking at? I was looking at the Bears, I think maybe. Tennessee, Houston, Indy,
That scares me.
Giants. So that's a rough stretch. But
Yeah.
the week 1 matchup's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
I think the Colts defense is just good in general, but I don't know I know they play Houston week 1, but I don't know the rest of their
And
schedule.
then Green Bay,
Yeah,
Chicago. I mean, the Chicago even basically, I know it's just that Pittsburgh game that'd be fun.
yeah.
So let's see. Okay, so a couple more picks
Oh,
came off.
our boy Chase Brown went.
Yeah, so Curtis Samuel, Rashid Shaheed came off, Brian Thompson came off, Zeke, our guy. Once again to the is this the AFC North team? Nope. Okay,
No,
but Chuba, we got to scroll over here. Big Wisconsin Energy team right here.
all right, go back to tight end for me.
So Luke Musgrove, I don't know how much you know about him, but he had a couple good games with Green Bay last year.
He
He's just
did,
never healthy. It's
and
either
it,
he's healthy and he's good or he doesn't play.
and they have Kraft that just like always sneaks him into the
Mm-hmm.
you know
I think Green Bay as a whole they're going to be a very very good real life team,
fantasy
but
super
in
frustrating.
fantasy it's going to be very frustrating because there's just so many mouths to feed.
Yep,
Interesting going double dipping on tight end right here. Jake Ferguson and TJ
yeah,
Hawkinson. I'm going to look
disagree
at
with
his
that.
team. This will be fun. We can get Kyron Williams after week 1.
Yeah, yeah,
I actually really don't like his team at all.
me either. Actually,
I'm not
yeah,
loving it.
that's not a team I would trust. So,
And T-Law goes, so there goes
damn,
that dream of getting both our quarterbacks.
yep,
And
damn.
the first defense off the board is the Jets.
It's a good defense. I have them in my
And
home
they play
league.
San Fran week 1, then Tennessee, New England. So
Like,
this stretch is awesome.
awesome. You guys just get
Tennessee, New
past week
England,
1.
Denver. Yeah, if this guy loses week 1, which I don't think is going to happen, I kind of like his team.
Yep,
This is a defense I would actually like legitimately target
yep,
for this 3-week run, possibly 4-week run before Buffalo. And even then, you get through Buffalo, then Pittsburgh and New England, you're back in house money
yeah.
till week 9.
9 exactly.
So yeah,
Yep.
that's a good pick right there. And now we're starting to get into the defense and kickers. Justin Tucker's off the board. Justin Herbert comes off. Yeah, I just don't like this guy's team at all.
Yeah.
There's always one. There's always
Yeah.
one team that you really hate, and then they end up getting like 3rd place in the league.
Well, I this team started off so good. The team that's on the clock right now started out
Mm-hmm.
great, and I
And then
don't like his last 2
yeah,
picks.
you just grab the entire Carolina backfield, which I don't think is going to be a good backfield.
Yeah. All right. Let's go back over to flex here. Chris Stafford.
Yeah, we should really start thinking about what we're going to do with our pick.
I mean, I like Shakir and AD here. I like Josh Palmer here too. So I'm good with any of those 3.
Yeah, I would be most happy to get Josh Palmer.
And I'd be fine with that. I don't have a preference over the 3, to be honest. So
Okay. Running back, nobody to talk about here. I mean, touchdowns right
Dowdle,
there. Dowdle.
Dowdle, Chandler.
Then, and this is what we're talking about, where we said the running backs drop off.
Yep.
Is yeah, after Dowdle, Wright doesn't have a role per se, but Chandler, I almost think on our come around we should take a running back.
Mm-hmm. I'm good with
You
that.
know,
Yep.
I don't think that's a terrible idea.
Agreed.
All right, so Tyler Lockett came off the board. 49ers defense, Stafford.
Like, actually, this whole round has been great because we weren't going to take any of those guys.
So I don't get why people I understand the Niners have had a good defense forever, but like let's look at this. It was defensive 11 last year, and look at the schedule. Jets, Minnesota. So like, okay, fine. Week 1, Aaron Rodgers should be healthy, minimum 1 play.
Yep.
And then Minnesota, which I think Minnesota is going to be sneaky good. Then you get the Rams, and then New England, but then you get Arizona, Seattle, Kansas City, Dallas.
Yeah. Just
The Niners have a
that's
hard
name value.
schedule.
That's
They have
name
a
value.
hard schedule.
Yep.
So Cowboys defense comes off. Cleveland, New Orleans, Baltimore, not bad.
I mean, it's just because they were number 1 last year. Given, hey, I rode that last year and it was fantastic, but like, they're not doing it again.
This is the all old team. Alvin Kamara, Devontae, Zeke, and Lockett.
Yeah.
But then like there's no middle aged players. You're all very young or very old.
Yep.
Love it. But our team, are we young? We're young. We are young.
Yeah. I mean, Is Kirk the oldest on our team
Yeah,
at 28
easily. Like, I don't even gotta look it up. Yeah, he's definitely the oldest player on our team. I
in the
mean,
prime of his career?
Tajay Spears' knees are 70,
Yeah.
but
Yep.
player age.
Yeah.
Okay, so J.K. Dobbins, Alexander Madison comes off the board.
Love it. Love that for us. So
Appreciate you.
I'm good with I'm good with Charbonnet. I'm good with Dowdle. I'm good with Chandler, and I'm good with Algier. I'm okay. There goes one of them. Okay,
Okay.
so there's what three or
Three
so.
picks before us, and let's look. Okay, so two running backs, no running backs,
Yeah,
no running
we're
backs.
taking another running back here.
So we're gonna go running back, wide receiver.
Correct.
Okay, yeah, he's gone three straight receivers, so it's highly unlikely he goes receiver.
Yep.
So I
And then
think,
this guy, yeah, the
so
auto is eventually
the
going
auto
to
picker
get
has
hacked.
not picked a tailback yet. So okay, let's look at running backs. And who do we
Again,
want? Jalen Wright went. God damn.
that's
Okay,
all
so
right.
I really like Ty Chandler. You said you like Charbonnet, and Algier's there as well. So we have Bijan. Do we want to have the? I would like to start a dialogue.
Yeah, yeah,
I think Ty Chandler is a better player, but I also recognize if something does happen to Bijan, Tyler Algier is a top five running back.
agreed. I
So
am.
last time we were in a situation, you let me make the pick. I am going to graciously let you choose this time.
I'm a believer in Ty Chandler. I think, and I don't trust Aaron Jones to stay healthy, and I still believe that they're going to eventually just be like, well, you know what? Ty Chandler is just the better player at this point in their careers, and Ty Chandler is going to be the guy for them.
So, and he's going to be our selection.
Yes.
Welcome to the squad, Ty.
Did you hate that pick or like that pick?
I was fine.
Now that it's done.
I would seriously, I could go either way.
Okay.
I had no, and
Shit,
then,
man. Algier might be there anyways.
right. So, but we did say we needed a wide receiver.
We do need a wide receiver. Is Palmer still there?
Bum, 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 bum.
No, he just went.
Uh,
He went like 3 picks ago, 5 picks
yeah.
ago,
Okay. So
whatever.
who is there at wide receiver? So we have Mike Williams,
Yep.
Xavier Leggett, Jacoby Myers, Brandon Cooks
Cooks. Thielen's just not sexy, but is he going to just get a shit ton of targets again?
again.
Let's not forget, like, wasn't he like
He was the
wide
wide
receiver
receiver
like
one like for the
12?
first 4 weeks of the season.
Yeah. Okay. Um,
You know, I don't love these wide receiver options.
Me either. So that's why I'm saying like I don't want to force it just because we feel like we need one. Like
Right. Like, do we just take Algier
if Algier is there, I think we kind of just have to take him.
and we just deal with it?
Yeah.
I think, you know, and then
We're
we're
not
done with running back. We're done with running back then.
correct. Correct.
Let's check our bye weeks quick just to make sure. But he's a 12, 14, 5. Yeah. So they're spread out.
And
6.
six. Yeah, there's
So I
so
think this is base.
oh auto select.
That's rude. Okay, we have a minute. We gotta do a lot of thinking right here. Taysom Hill's on the board as well.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna go to flex, and then we're
Thank
just gonna
you.
go through and see who's here. I'm gonna launch this up so you can see more of a list. It might be.
We're in the is it Taysom Hill?
Is it Taysom? It might be Taysom Hill.
I'm fine with Taysom Hill. I don't
Is it
love it, but
Taysom
like
Hill or Mike Williams?
I'm good with either one. Your turn to pick. I literally
Gross.
like either one.
Let's
I'm
read about
good.
Mike Williams for 20 seconds. He's going to be available week 1. He's 6'4". This is the kind of receiver Aaron Rodgers likes. Okay, fine. We're taking Mike Williams.
We're taking Mike Williams. Okay. But
Gross.
again, we don't need we this is actually a dude that we're okay if he's not 100% until week 3.
I would prefer it, actually.
Yeah.
So now that we have some time, let's look more into Mike Williams. 29
Okay.
years old, coming off every knee injury you've ever heard of.
Yep.
Had a really nice practice, including 4 or 5 catches, well over 100 yards. How
See, but we're going to be very smart. And like, let's not forget. So last year they said the same thing about Brees Hall. And in
Mhm.
week 1, he had like less than 50% of the running back carries in week 1, even though he had 100 yards in the first like 2 carries of the season. And Aaron Rodgers was out and they still weren't giving Brees Hall the ball. So I trust that that's what they're going to do.
And I mean, Mike Williams, I mean, we can't really last year hardly played, but go back 2 years ago. once again, he hardly played, but when he does play, he's a dog.
Yeah.
I mean, so okay, so basically you got to go back to, and I hate going back this far, but when he plays,
Mhm.
you know, even if he's a wide receiver 32, you know what I
I
mean? That's
mean,
still,
if
so
we
there's
got if we
18,
got
there's
wide receiver
18,
32 and pick 100, like that's
exactly,
awesome.
and there's 18 teams.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
technically, a top 36 wide receiver is your wide receiver two, and
correct.
he's wide receiver 32. So
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good with it. And then now we just hope that I think at this point we kind of hope that Hill falls to us.
yeah, I guess we are now hoping that Taysom Hill falls to us.
That's ugly. But again, Taysom, like we know that actually the way we built our team though, we know that we're in just week one after we're not the low scoring team. Like we
We're gonna
will just
vulture a tight end
we're gonna focus in on tight end.
or Tyler Conklin. I'm gonna put
Or
him in the
yeah, put them in
if
the yep.
Taysom Hill doesn't
Yep. And like
do
will you
good,
put likely in there as well? I think that's a later thing, but like I kind of
but it's just somebody we want on the radar.
yeah. Yep. Okay. What about quarterback here? I know we have Tua and stuff like that, but I just wanted
Wait,
to
no.
look.
So second quarterback, I know you won't like it, but I do think that Will Levis could have a
I,
big
I,
year.
dude, I'm all in.
I think
I'm all
he's
in. Like I think that he has the weapons.
I think he's gonna
They've
have a
set him
good
up for success.
fantasy year. And like a bad the Titans aren't gonna be good. Therefore, I think he's gonna have a good fantasy season.
You said this and it resonated so well with me. Is this Blake Bortles 2015 all over again or 16
Mm-hmm.
or whatever year it was, 18, 19, I don't even remember.
Where he's the garbage man.
And he literally ended up as like quarterback three in fantasy because he had like 35 passing touchdowns, even though he had like 18 interceptions. There goes Taysom.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I've
Yeah, I
tried to
don't.
get Taysom Hill in every draft, and it seems like there's always someone who wants him more than
There's
me.
just yeah, always. So okay, so we gotta go back to the drawing
After
board
that,
here.
but if it's not Will Levis, I mean, Bo Nix is right there. You're a big Bo guy.
I am a bow guy.
Otherwise, it might be like Sam Darnold,
Yeah, I would not hate a Bo Nix pick to be honest. If we're talking late, like by like round 12, I wouldn't hate
mm-hmm.
it.
Cole McDonald, my guy.
Your guy.
Love Cole. What's he up to? Nothing for the last 3 years. Well, I can tell you that he's I think he's doing some modeling now.
All right, are we on wide receiver then? Is that kind of our next?
We have how many receivers do we have? We have one, two, three, we four wide receivers. So
Yeah.
not bad. So yeah, I think we're, if one of the tight ends falls, we can have a dialogue. Honestly, we might even look at kicker. I don't love it, but it might just, are they all the same? Yeah.
Yeah,
I just hate kickers, man.
yeah, and call me biased, but like
Like I
I
think
love
we could
Cam
like
Little.
late. I think Cade York would be awesome.
Yep. Yeah. I love Cam Little. I think he's done fantastic as a rookie. I think he has swag. I think that it's not going to get to him. Again, he's making 58, 60 yarders. Like he's the guy.
Man, he needs to get an updated pitcher.
No, dude, that's him. Dude, there's so many videos of him and dude, everybody loves him in the in the locker room. So, but again, like I'm not gonna die on
Is he
the
really
hill
going to
for
wear number 39 as a kicker?
he does. Yeah, it's awesome.
Eh,
Dude, everybody loves him so much. Like legit, like I think he's like top 10 in jersey sales in Jacksonville. It's
that's just
hilarious. It's hilarious. All right, okay, let's go back over to Flex.
got to clear out a little
Rhythm.
here. Dontavian Wicks, I
Wicks.
guess, would be a interesting upside plug. I think one of the Packer.
Yep. Guys take him for sure.
Why would we pause?
My guess
It
is
better
he's
be
going to say
30
30
seconds,
seconds.
which would be good.
I feel like everybody's doing it in the first 30 seconds anyways, but that's fine. Like I think it's no option for 45 seconds. 30 seconds per pick. Cool.
Yep. and unpause.
Yep. Okay. Scroll down after Wicks a little bit.
For wide receiver, or
Yeah.
just in. So Brandon
Yeah.
Cooks, well, Cooks won't be there for us.
No, he
There goes the
won't.
Bengals. Bengals defense went.
That's a good pick for them.
Do you have
I,
any faith in Quentin Johnston? I personally don't.
I don't.
Okay. Rashad Bateman's the guy we talked about
Yeah, I do have faith in
offline.
Bateman.
I think
Wilson.
Michael Wilson's a wide receiver too. Wandale Robinson, I think, could have a lot of PPR value. Tyler
Yep.
Boyd.
Yep.
It's Demarcus Robinson.
Yeah. You do
He's a
like
guy that
yep.
we've kind of marked. He's always been productive.
Yeah.
He just doesn't get to play very often.
Yep. Agreed.
You know what I mean? And
Agreed.
like these numbers are so skewed because he doesn't play a lot of games. But I feel like in the games he played, if we go and look at it individually, like I said, look down the stretch. Once you know it, look, good game, good game, good game.
Yep.
What happened the year
I
before that?
I legit think that we
Look
might
at
need
that.
to start.
Gets to play. Good game, good game. You know, it
Yeah.
he produces.
I think we
But
might need to start considering defense here.
okay, well let's have a dialogue. So word of the day is dialogue, by the way, in case you guys didn't know.
I think that this might be the best
So
defense in the
this
league,
is
but
not something I'm interested in week 1 and 2.
same. After that, I'm very interested.
So are
But
we just literally looking at week 1 and 2? Who's
I think so.
not a playoff team? Then they play Buffalo. So
Correct.
um, the Steelers always have a good defense, and they play Atlanta and then Denver, which I don't know what Atlanta's going to be. I feel like they're
Yeah,
going to be good, but I don't know.
correct.
Denver, I think is going to struggle out of the gate. And then
Yep.
they play the Chargers. We don't know what their Chargers are going to be.
Chiefs are always good. I mean, but I know what the Chiefs
So
got. They got
Eagles play
Green
Green
Bay.
Bay, Atlanta, New Orleans.
Yep. But we know the Chiefs
Indy,
have the Ravens week one, and then they
Chiefs,
have
and then
Bengals too.
Cincinnati. So none of these options are good. What about
Yeah.
Seattle? Denver, New England.
Tempting. And they brought in McDonald, right?
McDonald. Yep, he's the head coach now. So otherwise, let's just check Houston
They got
here.
the Colts week
And they
one.
have the Colts and then Chicago. So honestly, the Seahawks are. What about
Tempting.
Detroit? Detroit's got a good defense.
Yeah.
Rams, Tampa. Yeah. The Raiders, Chargers, Baltimore.
Yeah. So
Dolphins defense. We might get forced into taking a defense.
I think we are, and I hate it in round 10. But I think
But I mean, if Dontavian Wicks is there, I would much rather get Dontavian Wicks.
okay, that's fine.
I think we can get Seattle's defense
I think we get
around.
I think we can get them in 12, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
fine with that.
Okay.
We'll just kind of pin that one back.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, another defense falls. Okay, so we're hoping for Dontavian Wicks here. He's still available. He's still available.
Okay, just go to all wide receivers. I just want to make sure we didn't skip over any, but okay, yeah. Yeah, it's Wicks for sure. Yeah, it's Wicks for sure.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, it was Wicks, Bateman. This guy has sniped us before, many a time
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
So far today. Let's see if we can do it one more time. And he took Dicker the kicker. So we are going to
We're
grab
gonna take
Dontavian
Wicks.
Wicks.
Yep. Okay. We're gonna be up.
Kicker.
We're gonna be up in like 30 seconds, so we need to.
Let's look at tight ends.
Yep.
So Conklin or yeah.
Oh, Seattle went. Oh my God, he took Seattle.
Wow. Okay. At this point, I'm just saying F defense. Like we'll figure it
Yeah,
out later. At
agreed.
this point, like I'm not
I'm
wasting a
good.
pick.
I'm good with Conklin if we don't want to risk losing
Yeah,
him.
I think Conklin, the way things have gone, I think you
Yeah.
got to just take him.
Yeah. Yep. I'm good with that. Okay.
Okay, picks are now flying off the board.
Yep.
Mayfield, Josh Downs, Dotson, who's just got traded,
Yep.
Sanders. We might just take the Jags kicker next time they're around.
He'll be the last. He could be our last pick. Nobody's going to take him. But also I love it because I think week one is going to be a shootout between our teams. I don't think either of our defenses are going to be able to stop the offenses. So,
No.
okay. Can we go look at running back?
Yeah, 1 second here.
There goes
So
Tracy and Allen. Again, we like those guys,
yeah,
but
I think, but you got to be careful because yeah, Tracy would probably be the guy.
mhm.
And I mean, where's Bigsby? Bigsby is a guy. Did you see Tracy? I don't see Tracy.
Tracy just went. Literally last
Oh,
pick.
that's why I was like, I don't see him on here. So yeah, I think we're done at running back. Let's look at our own roster.
Are
We got
we done with
Bijan,
running back?
Javante, Ty Chandler. So I think we might be done with running back.
I think so. How many more spots do we have on our bench?
We have 4 picks left,
Yeah,
and
we
we have to
have
pick a
a.
kicker and a defense.
So
Yeah.
we have two more bench spots.
Mm-hmm. And loaded up, we do have Isaiah Likely, Bateman, Tyler Boyd, Tank Bigsby.
I could argue we're not done with running back. I think we could go one more running back and one more receiver.
And didn't we say we want to grab another quarterback?
Oh, we do want to grab another quarterback. Yeah, we
So,
do.
yeah. Not that we don't have faith that Tua isn't going to be healthy for a second season in a row. It's
Yeah.
just nice to have options because there's not a lot of quarterbacks and 18 teams. It's nice to have
Yeah.
options.
Yeah. I think oh Nick's did just go right there. Okay.
Did he? Yeah. Okay. So might end up taking Billy Jeans.
Hmm.
Bucky Irving, I think, was a good pick.
Yep.
Who else do they have? Yeah, they got a lot of those kind of running backs, don't they?
Yeah, and he took his first running back was Nick Chubb.
Yeah. So he's starting Chase Brown and McLaughlin.
Yeah,
So he doesn't have a starter at running back.
correct.
That I really like overall where our team is in comparison to a lot of the other teams. Like I think
Yeah.
we have a team that can definitely on its own get a couple weeks in,
Hmm.
and then as we supplement from other rosters being eliminated, there goes Likely. This has gone well. It's
It
not the
has.
dream. We had the dream, but
Hmm. But you never get the dream,
you
right?
never get the dream. But just kind of go through things with Bijan, Nico Collins, Waddle, Christian Kirk, Javante, Tyjae Spears, Tua, Chandler, Mike Williams, Wicks, and Conklin. We've got a lot of guys that have had injuries in the past, and I think that's why we've gotten a discount per se on
Yeah.
some of them,
Yep.
is because they have that stigma around
Yep.
them.
Agreed. Agreed.
Okay. So at our pick, which way are you leaning right now? Do you try to grab one more receiver like a Rashad Bateman?
Feel like Bateman.
Like
Um,
between Bateman and Wilson? Otherwise, probably just take a quarterback.
yeah, probably.
And then we'll use our last 2 picks on defense and kicker.
Kicker.
Oh, there goes
Yeah.
Michael Wilson. So if Bateman's there, we're gonna smash that in.
Yeah, that was a good pick by them. Damn.
Look at wide receiver again, just to make sure we didn't miss anybody. Yeah, Rashad Bateman. It's just Tyler Boyd's there, but it is just Demarcus Robinson's there.
Yeah, Robinson's there. If you wanted Robinson over Bateman, I wouldn't throw a fit over it.
Okay.
I
And
think
then
Bateman has a more of a secure
secured
role.
role.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm actually thinking let's grab wide receiver, and then we might just go ahead and grab the kicker on the turn.
Okay. Let's do it.
And then it's locked in.
Yep. Okay.
Which
We're
I
up.
know sounds weird, but so okay. I believe it's your turn to pick. So between Boyd Robinson and Bateman, which way do you want to go?
Uh,
If we look at our team here, we got a lot of high floor players.
they just paid Bateman. It just makes me feel like they're gonna try to get Bateman going.
Okay, that's who we'll go with. And then we'll load up. We'll get the kicker here, Mr. Little.
We don't want to go defense here.
We can look at it.
Or do we want to say we need to do a little bit more research?
Eagles. Eagles have Green Bay week 1. Titans are gonna have bad defense, bad defense. The Lions play the Rams week one. Who the Bills got?
Yeah, who do the Bills have in week one?
Arizona. Don't love that. What about the Colts?
We already looked at the Colts.
Houston. I don't like any of these
We're
options.
okay, we're up. So if we want to just take our kicker, we can.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, now we can focus in at defense again. So we gotta just keep looking. So keep going down.
So we're not touching the Panthers or the Broncos. What about the Card? Like I know it's not a good defense, and they play Buffalo,
Buffalo.
so it's definitely not an option for us
Yeah.
either. How about Atlanta? I'm gonna say
Falcons.
Minnesota. Atlanta's the pick.
Atlanta's the pick, right? And then
Atlanta's the pick.
because then we found other ones that were like, hey, we like them weeks 2, 3, 4, right?
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
We
Get
just
that
ride them week
Arthur
one.
Smith offense week one.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
That's the play.
That's okay.
Yep. We're good with
Now,
that.
granted, I think a lot of other teams are doing the same thing we are
I don't
because
know.
that's
There's
why
a lot of defenses
Seattle went.
going.
That's why Seattle went.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. But I mean,
Okay, so in the perfect world, we get the Atlanta's
Falcons,
defense, and then we grab a quarterback,
probably.
and then we just
Then we're
well
done.
then we're done.
Yeah.
Okay. So do we want a quarterback over hypothetically a Tyler Boyd or a Demarcus Robinson if they're there?
I think so. Cause like I think by after week one, if Bateman does nothing, then we just pick up Robinson.
Okay, and who do we want at quarterback? Because it's everybody's gone. Do we take Bryce Young?
Did Levis get oh well this went.
So did
Um
Justin Fields.
yeah, so it's Justin Fields. I mean, I'm good. I mean, Young, he's gonna
Actually, I mean,
be
Gardner Minshew is
we should
not a
take
bad player.
we can take Minshew. Like
I mean,
fantasy wise,
for the
yeah,
vibes in our locker room, I think
correct.
what he can bring, or if you have faith in Daniel Jones,
I actually do a little bit, like fantasy
so do I.
wise.
I have faith in him, but like to be on my team, I would like to see him do it first.
Yeah.
But Minnesota, Washington, but listen, but we're not planning on playing him.
Yeah, exactly. This is just in case.
And I feel like the Raiders could get themselves into a lot of shootouts.
I will say though, Minshew is far more likely to get benched than Daniel Jones is.
Oh yeah,
Like even though the Giants have Drew Lock, I just don't see it happening. They could bench.
Shea Patterson. Oh my gosh, here's the pick.
Yeah, Bill.
This is the pick.
Love it.
Okay, let's see where we're at here. So Drake May went, Zach Ertz, Knox went.
Honestly, I Ertz is just going to get so much the first like 2 or 3 weeks
You
until,
really think so?
yeah, I really do. So, and then, yeah, do we need to consider somebody?
It's just
Do
looking like so. I like Colby Parkinson, but that's really Tucker Craft is there, but he's not a starter, and there's no starters here.
like, but
Hayden Hurst is a starter,
what about Michael Mayer though? Like, I know they have Bauer, right? Like, I understand that, but like, they
mm-hmm.
legit could just run two tight ends all the
and
time,
and they've said that Bauer could just be a slot receiver,
and he could just be a slot receiver. The question now is, do we prefer a backup tight end or a backup quarterback?
and I think we do need to do a little self reflection here. And Tua is our quarterback, so we do need to just have a high end backup.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We gotta go
But I
quarterback.
think the board might determine that for us.
Yeah, it's also true.
If
Yep.
I mean if Minshew's not there,
There goes
then
Daniel
I'd say we
Jones.
take it to yeah
I mean, I would still probably take Bryce Young, to be honest.
over
Mayer,
yeah.
but Minshew for sure is the hope.
Well, the Atlanta defense is the hope.
True.
And I do like that they're towards
There goes
the
Bryce Young.
bottom.
Carr.
Yeah, see, so people are yeah, you're filling your bench with guys, your break, in case glass breaks, backup plans here.
But again, like all these guys that have two quarterbacks and there goes
Okay, and there
Minshew.
goes Minshew. So
Falcons defense.
it's Falcons defense. That's
See, but this is all good because we just need Tua to stay healthy for week one. Because whoever loses has two quarterbacks. We can spend a
oh
dollar and
yeah,
pick up a backup
absolutely. Yeah, no,
quarterback.
that's a great way to look at it.
So stay healthy against the Jags.
Yeah, Tua, please. And actually just all year. Ricky Pearsall went. Interesting. I think his season's already over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay, this guy
mean,
already has a defense, so I think we can just say we're gonna get the Falcons.
there you go. Okay. And now we're
So
back.
and there went Demarcus Robinson.
Damn. Damn. I literally was just about to say Robinson might be the play now.
And
I am
looking back now,
now.
we probably should have gone Robinson and then a defense, but because they both have, Seattle,
Yep. Yep.
Philly, but whatever. Okay, so now we're quarterback or tight end,
We can't
and
take any of
there's
these
there's literally
quarterbacks.
no quarterbacks.
There's not a
Okay,
starting quarterback left.
and on the running back side, there's
There's no one.
nobody.
We're on the clock.
We're on the clock. This is all bad.
Does Malik Washington make a play for that wide receiver three role for you guys? No? Okay. Then it's Mayer, right? Like it has to be Mayer. We just go for the
Yeah,
upside.
I
Yeah.
think that's fair. Okay, team is in the books. So at quarterback, we have Tua Tagovailoa, Bijan Robinson, Javonte Williams, Nico Collins, Jalen Waddle, Tyler Conklin, Christian Kirk, Tyjae Spears, Cam Little, and our Falcons defense wrap up the starting lineup on the bench. A lot of high upside players here. Ty
Yeah.
Chandler, who could get the role in Minnesota. Mike Williams, who, if he's healthy, could be a stud with the Jets. Dontavian Wick, excuse me, who once again high upside player in Green Bay. Rashad Bateman, who got paid, could be the wide receiver one in Baltimore, and then Michael Mayer with our last pick as a Hail Mary. He's still a high pick, top 75 pick from 2 years ago.
Top
So
35 pick. Yeah.
top 35 pick. So we'll see what the Raiders do there. I don't think anybody truly knows what the Raiders offense is going to be.
Correct.
So that's not a bad use of a last pick. We'll probably cut him after week one when we pick somebody else up.
Yep.
But either way, with your last pick, look what's on the board right now, folks. That's what we were dealing with.
Yeah.
So
18 team league and 17 or 15 rounds. Sorry. 15 rounds. Like it's just a lot of people. Okay. So now here's a question. Can you go to our week one matchup?
no, I think it's just by the league.
Oh
You
yeah,
cannot the
duh.
lowest scoring
Duh.
league.
I knew that. I knew that. Okay, so now I think we should review teams. Some teams here. Now that we're gonna go through every
Oh,
team.
and now it's over. So interesting.
Yeah, I don't know why it has that, but that's fine. Um, okay. So
Oh,
league.
so there are matchups apparently. You
Yeah,
still
so I think there are still are matchups, even though it is.
so week one, I feel like this is you can see that's a push.
Yeah,
Tua
I'm
and
good with that.
Stafford.
I'm good with that.
Running back, we have the advantage.
We have the advantage. Yep.
RB2,
They have
we
the
do not.
advantage.
They have the advantage, but wide receiver one, I think we have the advantage. Wide receiver two, we have the advantage. Tight end, I actually you could call it a push, but I think we have a small advantage.
Small. Yep.
Flex, I would take Kirk over Pollard.
Yep.
Other flex, definitely taking Tyjae Spears over Chuba.
Yep.
They
He
don't
didn't
have a
draft it,
kicker.
which is a
And
strategy a
then
lot of people do.
defense, let's say it's a defense, it's a push. Interesting.
Yeah, when
Okay. And this guy,
the
there's
bench
nobody on
doesn't
his
matter.
bench he's going to be putting in.
Yeah, exactly. So I think we beat this team, which
Yep.
again, if as long as we beat our opponent, like doesn't
Right.
matter.
If you win every week, you're not going to get eliminated.
Yeah, exactly.
You by default, you can't be the lowest scoring team.
Yeah,
So I actually do have to hop off. So
you're good.
wanted me to leave this up for you.
Nope, we'll hop off.
Otherwise,
We
thanks
appreciate
for
you
hanging out,
all.
everybody.
That was awesome. Okay, and tonight we've been talking football.